Hey guys, Ricky Skater here. I'm going to do something that I haven't done before. I usually teach guitar lessons for certain songs, and I think maybe some piano, but I've never done a drumming lesson. Well, that's about to change. I have a buddy of mine who she wants to learn some black keys because Patrick Carney isn't a very conventional style drummer. It's kind of difficult to hear what he's doing, and I know the feeling. It's pretty hard, but once you begin to see him, like I saw him a couple times live, then you get to see what he's actually doing with his drums. So I'm going to teach a pretty popular song from their Brothers album. It's called Tighten Up. It's a fun song to learn on drums. It's got a nice attitude. It's pretty simple if you look at it from a technical view, but it's a really nice, fun, feel-good song. So I'm going to teach you guys how to play it. So first, let's do it. Break it in through intro, and we're also going to go through the chorus and then the little change up at the end, which makes it really fun. All right. So the intro, it uses a tambourine, and I know he has a tambourine hooked up, but I don't have a little tambourine attachment. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use my hi-hat. So it's going to go. Now I'm going to play this for you in a couple seconds. Notice I want you to hear the bass, and the bass guitar is basically dun dun dun. Dun, dun, dun. Now that bass guitar is what's driving your kick drum. Wherever the bass guitar goes, you want your kick drum to follow. It's a very simple bass, but it's fun to do it on your kick drum. I know that's what he does. So I'm going to play it. I want you to listen hard for that bass drum, and then you'll be able to see what I'm talking about. See that? Now 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, or more like 1, 3, 4, 1, 3, 4, 1, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then it goes into the verse. So you notice that I was basically using this bass, and the offbeat is going to be the second beat. So you're not going to be playing the second beat at all. It's going to skip that, so it's 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So notice that it's almost like a double beat at the end. And also a disclaimer, I have not taken a lesson in my life, so if I say something wrong or if I call something wrong, then please don't take it out on me. Just let me know it. Let me know if I did something wrong. I'll be able to learn more from you guys. I'm sorry if I pretty much haven't figured out what all these stuff is called. But anyway, let's get back to the lesson. That was an intro. Now it goes into the verse. Now the verse is pretty fun. Let me play that for you. Very simple. It's kind of hard to get the rhythm to it, but if you'll be able to get it in no time if you keep on practicing. There's two ways to playing this song. One of them I call the beginner and the other the expert. So I know Patrick Carney does this thing I call the double-handed technique. So it's 1. So notice how my right hand moves up and down from the hi-hat to the snare. Also, my kick drum is a very simple beat. Put it all together and you get very simple. So basically, I'm not going to keep my hand on the hi-hat forever. It's going to break and go to the snare. I'm doing a double beat. So notice that. So it's 3 beats. And I go straight back to the hi-hat. Pretty simple when you look at it. The hi-hat remains closed. Now the second way you can play this song is if you are more familiar with how to hold your drumsticks more loosely and get a nice little roll off of them with one hand, you can do it with one hand. It doesn't sound as authentic because I know Patrick Carney does use both hands on the snare, but it sounds like this. You could do it that way if you want. You can also add some hip hop type of style kick drums. You know, if you want to. You don't have to. And you could, if you want to add a little flair, you could use your crash with a nice accent, or you can lift up your hi-hat. Now, you don't want to use that too much because then it gets stale. You know, you want to keep it fresh and nice. So just add those whenever you want to, or do whatever you want, pretty much. So that's pretty much the verse. Let me play along with it so you guys can hear how it sounds on the record. If you notice that part, that's gonna lead into the chorus. He doesn't sing at all in the chorus, but I call it a chorus because it repeats itself several times. But anyway, basically what I'm doing is keeping it closed, and for every 2 beats I'm hitting with the hi-hat, I'm hitting 1 beat with the kick drum. So, alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I lead in with a crash. So the chorus is pretty much like that. Chorus, same technique used in the verse, except at the end of every little, I don't know, a roll, I guess, you're gonna hit the crash. So watch. Oh, sorry. See that? Same thing as the verse, except you're hitting the crash around every roll or every measure. Now, at the end of, I guess, the first part of that chorus, you're going to do something. It's going to be like... So let me play it for you and you guys can hear it. Rewind it a bit. So leading with the crash. Crash. Another one. So notice that it's basically what I'm doing is hitting the kick and the crash at the same time, and that's gonna end it pretty much every section of that chorus, and then you exit out the same way you entered. So you enter this way, and you exit this way. I'm sorry. 1, 2, 3. You notice that? You're exiting out that. Go back to the verse, same thing. Nothing different, same thing. It might be tricky leading in from the verse to the chorus. That's probably the trickiest part that you'll have in this song. But once you get that, man, you're home free. It repeats itself pretty fairly. It repeats itself twice. So verse, chorus, verse, chorus. Now the second chorus is a little bit different. You're gonna end it with a nice little fill-in. Sorry if I bumped the camera, but it's... So basically it's a full roll. It's you're using all the toms as well as the snare. So let me fast forward to that part so you guys can hear that. So this is the second chorus. see that? So there's a nice pause in between here. There's a gap. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You know. See that? Now, that's another filling, really fun filling to play. I mean, it gives everybody a nice mini heart attack because it just changes up the entire beat. Now, this second beat, where after the change up, the guitar gets overdriven, it gets a nice attack on the strings. It's really, really intense. So you want to match that energy with your drums. Now, this is going to be a simpler beat, but you need to play it with more attitude. You know, you got to keep up with the guitar. So to play it with more attitude, so lead in with the crash if you want to. Notice it's a simple beat. I'm never leaving the hi-hat. The kick drum is just alternating with the snare. Now I'm adding some hip-hop effects. You don't have to if you want, so basically just a double beat. I'm doing the same beat that I did in the intro. Remember with the bass? 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3. Except it's a lot slower. So has a nice little fill in the middle. That's with every 4 measures. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. You see what I'm doing is 1, 1, 2. So 1 beat and then 2 beats. Okay, and then same thing on the snare. I'm gonna play that along for you guys so you can hear it. And then we're nearing the end of our lesson. Y'all will be playing this in no time. So notice that the guitar. Dun, 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 dun. Notice that. Thanks guys, you'll be able to learn this in no time. If you have any questions or comments on below, just leave it in the comment bar or whatever. You can contact me there. If you guys have any suggestions on any lessons, I definitely will consider learning them if I haven't learned them already, and I'll teach them to you guys there. So thanks for watching guys. I'm going to be putting more drum lessons out. If you, again, please subscribe if you haven't already. This is Rookie Skater. I'm signing out. See you guys.